Have you ever felt like you've lost yourself, like life, people, or circumstances slowly drained your energy, confidence, and purpose? You start second-guessing your worth, overthinking every word you said, every decision you made, wondering if you'll ever feel strong again. We've all been there, at work, in relationships, in moments where rejection or burnout made us question who we are. But here's the truth, you don't lose your power, you give it away. And today, we're going to learn exactly how to take back your power and rise stronger. Because no matter how broken or tired you feel, your strength isn't gone, it's just buried under the noise. Let's uncover it. We often give away our power without even realizing it. It happens in the quiet moments, when we keep silent to avoid conflict, when we overextend ourselves just to be liked, or when we let someone else's opinion decide our value. Slowly, you begin to shrink, telling yourself that peace means keeping everyone else comfortable. But that's not peace, that's surrender. You can't control what others say or do, but you can always control whether you hand them the remote control to your emotions. Real strength begins the moment you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Each time you choose truth over approval, you take back a piece of yourself. Every small act of honesty, every time you stand your ground even when it shakes, is a quiet declaration that you are done living small. Power doesn't return with anger or revenge, it returns with awareness, with the courage to say, "This is who I am, and that's enough." When you don't set boundaries, you end up exhausted, resentful, and wondering why people keep crossing lines you never drew. The truth is, people treat you the way you teach them to. Every time you say yes when your heart screams no, you reinforce that your needs don't matter. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're acts of self-preservation. They protect the energy that fuels your growth and peace. Whether it's saying no to extra work that drains you or distancing yourself from conversations that steal your calm, boundaries remind you that your time and attention are sacred. The more you honor your limits, the more confident and centered you become. Discipline in saying no is not rejection, it's respect for your own worth. People who truly care will understand your boundaries, those who don't were never nurturing your growth, only their comfort. Boundaries don't push people away, they filter who deserves to stay. We live in a world that constantly asks us to tone ourselves down, to be less emotional, less outspoken, less intense, just to fit into someone else's comfort zone. So, we start apologizing for existing as we are. Sorry I talk too much. Sorry I care too deeply. Sorry I want more. But the truth is, confidence doesn't come from being accepted, it comes from standing firm in your truth even when others don't understand it. The very traits you hide are often the ones that hold your magic. Sensitivity is not weakness, it's awareness. Passion is not arrogance, it's purpose. You don't need to be smaller to be loved or quieter to be respected. Every time you apologize for your light, you teach the world that it's okay to dim it. Stop shrinking for rooms that can't handle your glow. The world doesn't need another version of someone else, it needs a whole, unapologetic you. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Overthinking convinces you that analyzing every scenario will keep you safe, but all it does is trap you in the past and future while stealing the peace of the present. You replay words, mistakes, and moments, searching for a different ending that will never come. Overthinking isn't preparation, it's paralysis. The truth is, you don't need all the answers, you need trust. Trust in yourself, in timing, in life's quiet wisdom. When thoughts spiral, anchor yourself in what's real, take a breath, feel the ground beneath you, remind yourself that this moment is enough. The mind quiets when the heart feels safe, and safety starts when you stop feeding fear. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Peace begins where control ends, and that's where your power truly grows. Rejection feels like a door slammed in your face, a painful reminder that what you wanted didn't want you back. It's easy to mistake that for failure or unworthiness, but rejection is rarely about your value. It's about alignment. Sometimes life says no because something bigger is waiting for you. That job that didn't work out, that person who walked away, that opportunity that slipped through your fingers, all of it was clearing space for something that fits the person you're becoming. It hurts, yes, but the pain is proof that you cared. Don't let it harden you, let it refine you. Every no is a redirection towards a better yes. Instead of asking, why didn't it work out? Ask, what is this guiding me toward? You are not being punished, you are being positioned. The strongest people don't avoid rejection, they let it teach them what's truly meant for them. We often let our past define how much we allow ourselves to grow. Maybe you trusted the wrong people, made choices that backfired, or stayed too long in situations that drained your spirit. The mind replays those memories, whispering that you're not worthy of better because of what you once accepted. But your past isn't your prison, it's your classroom. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every disappointment has taught you something about strength, boundaries, and resilience. You don't have to erase your history to heal, you just have to stop identifying with the version of you that didn't know better. Forgive yourself for the times you didn't choose yourself. Healing isn't pretending the past didn't happen, it's remembering it without letting it control you. You reclaim your power when you decide that what happened to you will no longer dictate what becomes of you. Taking back your power isn't about grand gestures or sudden transformations, it's about the small, consistent choices you make every single day. You rebuild your strength in moments no one sees, when you get out of bed despite feeling drained, when you keep a promise to yourself, when you face discomfort instead of avoiding it. Growth hides in these quiet victories. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by how far you still have to go, but the mountain is climbed one step at a time. Don't underestimate the power of tiny progress. Each time you follow through on what you said you'd do, you build self-trust, and self-trust is the foundation of power. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is loyalty to your future self. Even when it feels slow, you're moving forward. Every small win rewires your mind to believe, I can do this. And that belief is what turns pain into purpose, chaos into clarity, and effort into transformation. True strength doesn't always roar, sometimes it's the quiet decision to protect your peace instead of chasing validation. You take back your power when you stop needing others to approve of your choices, emotions, or path. There's freedom in knowing you don't have to explain your peace to anyone. When you choose stillness over reaction, presence over pressure, and self-respect over pleasing, you align with your true self. Approval fades, but inner peace lasts. The people who misunderstand your boundaries are not your loss, they're just no longer your lesson. Choosing peace doesn't mean you don't care, it means you care enough not to lose yourself again. Power isn't loud, it's calm. It's the ability to walk away from chaos without needing to prove a point. The day you stop performing for acceptance is the day you start living authentically, freely, and powerfully. When life feels heavy, remember this, you can take back your power and rise stronger. Not by fighting harder, but by aligning deeper, with your truth, your peace, and your purpose. You're not weak because you broke down. You're strong because you're rebuilding. And if today's message touched something inside you, share your journey below. Someone else might find their strength in your words. Let's rise together, one healed heart at a time.